couple more questions in Vietnam. Did your ship see any action?
No. Typically, there was a carrier at Yankee Station, one at Dixie Station. Yankee Station was up in the northern end of the Gulf. Dixie Station's down in the Mekong Delta, down in that area. Those ships down there were basically doing strike support. They were mostly gunships. When I say gunships, I'm talking about destroyers with guns, okay? My ship had two 3-inch guns. A 3-inch gun is, well, it has a bullet that's 3 inches in diameter, which is, those came out at the end of World War II, and it operates on a proximity fuse. And a proximity fuse has a transmitter and a receiver in it. It just sends out signals, and when it finds something, it gets a signal back, just like a radar does, and it says, target, and detonates. Well, you can't shoot at boats with that because they're underwater. Okay, so you're always going to have a signal coming back. But 5-inch, they had shore bombardment projectors, which is just basically a big hunk of metal with powder in it, and you fire it and it hits the ground and blows up, just like it did during the Civil War. Right. Okay, except you could shoot a hell of a lot further. So the gunships were down in the Mekong Delta, and they would do fire support, and the aircraft would run strikes. Up in the north, the ones up in the north, I'm not sure what we did in the north. In '65, when we first got there was very little going on that I remember. But while we were there was when they first hit the missile bases up around Haiphong. As a matter of fact, we were on that operation.
So you were in the north?
No, I was on the ship.
But the ship was stationed?
Well, we would transit back and forth.
Oh, okay.
We just kind of wandered around. You got to remember, okay, I was 21 years old. I didn't care. I was just sitting there on the ship. As a matter of fact, one day I happened to mention that they had lots of thunderstorms over there, okay? And that's when I found out we were in Vietnam. And I'd heard it on the news, but I didn't know where it was. And so I went and looked at the charts, and I saw the Gulf of Siam. And then I realized, this is Indochina. And that's what happened to it. Because all of a sudden Indochina had disappeared, and they just renamed it.
So did you spend any time on shore?
No.
How about Japan? Did you get a chance? Did you get a chance to get off the ship?
Yeah, yeah, that was my first deployment. On my first deployment, we hit Pearl Harbor. And in those days, Pearl Harbor, it's fascinating. It's just a bunch of tourists. From Pearl, we went to Philippines. From the Philippines, we went to South China Sea. And coming out of South China Sea, I think we went to Japan. And then back to the Philippines, and then back home. And so that you're looking at a 6-month loop. You hit Hawaii, Philippines, Japan, and we might have gone to Hong Kong, I'm not sure. But typically import period is about 3 to 5 days. And the rest of the time you're out. The longest we were ever out on patrol between ports was something like 42 days.